Hello friends, I hope you are doing well. Today is 9th March 2026. I am here to share with you today's most important and interesting news. First news about Iran destroy USA's military air base in the UAE, Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Iraq. Those country has the bases of the USA, but there has important point in Bahrain country. There has the headquarters of the USA and precious strike did by Iran on that headquarters. It's called USA Allies headquarters. That means USA and Bahrain country. Those countries need to maintain the relationship. So that is an USA. They are built a building and it's called USA Allies headquarters because there has a bilateral talk. We'll discuss in that building. But there has a room where held the meeting last day and Iran got information, exact intelligence about that meeting and precious strike on that pinpoint. There on the Washington Post, it's a newspaper, famous newspaper of the USA and American, that famous newspaper wrote article about that news. According by American, the Washington Post newspaper, the precious strike did by the Iran, but behind him, who's given exact information about the all military bases and on time meeting will held in those countries between USA and allies countries. There has something missing. That means there has behind one country. It's called Russia. Russia provided exact information about those things which has struck by the Iran. So it's claimed by the USA. The Washington Post newspaper author. Without exact information how Iran did that strike, this information provided by the newspaper sources of the USA. I go on toward the next news. Next news about USA's famous air defense system called THAAD, thermal high altitude air defense system. Its range more than 200 km. But that missile system has destroyed by Iranian drone called Shahid 2. This drone has a range of more than 2,700 km. That means approximately 3,000 km. And third, that missile system has located in Jordan country. Exact precision strike held in the radar of third missile system. There has 4 part. Every air defense system there has a 4 part. First, radar. Radar itself has in the different types of the vehicle. Launcher has in different vehicle. 2 elements. Third elements there has bring missiles trucks. Bring the missiles via truck. And fourth there has called the fire controller, the brain of the THAAD. But there has what's important there the radar, because radar detect and recognize the missile and drones and thereon give the command to the fire controller. So Iran exactly precious strike on the radar of the THAAD and destroyed it. How it's possible without exact information and how it did happen? There has 2 things applicable by the and useful by the Iran defense resources. First, say more than 100 drone on the Jordan. There has aim destroy third air defense system. After loitering munition drone sent by the Iran, there on finally they sent ballistic missile, and the ballistic missile has accurately hit the third missile system of the USA, which has located in the airbase of the Jordan country. There on USA has a shocked because vessel, airbase, military base, naval base, and today has a two big strike. That means air defense system also destroyed, and second things there means the exact precise strike on the headquarter. So that reason one country who's fight against the USA, that means that country has a courage and behind this support by other resources and supporting country. I go on toward the next news. The news about the Indian Navy has launched air-driven Triton Samudra system, which has helpful for found the location of the enemy's vessel, ship, and submarine, and monitoring in the Indian Ocean. There has same things. There has a radar which has a detect the enemy's movement, which has will be happening in the Indian Ocean. There has inbuilt the sonar which has found the location of the submarine and the missiles which will comes from the under the water, under the ocean. And there has digital types of the camera which has directly connected with the satellite, and the map inbuilt in that system, and all monitoring has continuously 24/7 hour. It is most important for our Indian Ocean because there has a 7,500 kilometer coastline which has defense by Indian Coast Guard, but Indian Navy has continuously monitoring need important for save our Indian Ocean, because China's influence has arisen in the South China Sea and also Indian Ocean. So that reason we needed to protect those things. Recently happened the incident USA submarine precious strike on Iran vessel, which has comes from the successfully held Milan 2026 exercise, which hosted by India. Lakadi Sea, which has located around the Lakshadweep Sea and Lakshadweep Island and near the Sri Lanka. The incident happened near the Sri Lanka. The submarine of the USA precious strike on the vessel of the Iran, and more than 140 people who has in that vessel called carried aircraft carrier, that types of big ship which are destroyed by the submarine of the USA. And finally, approximately more than 100 people were killed, and rescue disaster management team of the Sri Lanka suddenly rushed to there and tried to rescue the people, but the time is precious because the attack hit, and they don't got the information and then go to there and rescue the people. I go on over the next news. Next news about Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi want to make a good relationship with India. India and China should work and must we improve the relationship. It's necessary because in the current scenario, Middle East and Gulf nation, there has the conflict also. It effect on the crude oil price and LPG, because LPG has risen 30% price, and escalation of the conflict between US and the Gulf nation. Thereon, it will affect badly on the trade, because there has island which has distance 25 kilometer from the Iran, and it's Iranian island, 90 to 95 percentage, producing crude oil from that island, and it's a name Karg. That Karg island has important for the Iran and also China. If USA will strike on that island, thereon, have more than 40 to 50% China import crude oil from the Iran that island. So that reason, it is important part and that island for Iran, but not only the Iran but also China. So China want to build relationship with India and need to focus on the BRICS because there has a BRICS plus 11 country. BRICS has a history 2006 founded called BRIC, Brazil, Russia, India and China, and the sixth number country Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. The fifth number country, correction, joined in 2010 to 11. And after 2011 till date there has 11 country. North America continent there no country of the member of the BRICS, but South America continent there has Brazil. Then Eurasia continent there has Russia country. It is also part of the Asia continent. Asia continent, Russia, China, India, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Iran. Those 7 countries of the Asia continent as a part of BRICS. And Africa continent there is South Africa, Ethiopia and Egypt. Those 3 countries. That means is equal to 11 countries the member of the BRICS. And BRICS need to maintain the relationship with each other. Because you know about that Iran and Saudi Arabia also a member of the BRICS. In 2024, both countries has become the member. As well as, they also mention the foreign minister of the China, we need to focus on the BRICS currency and the new development bank which is the part of the BRICS. And there has another organization, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, which has started in 2001. That organization has those countries which has in the Central Asia like Russia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, China, India, Pakistan, Iran. Those total 10 countries as a part of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. And there is security authority which is located in Kazakhstan. It's called the RAD. Regional anti-terrorist activities will found by that authority. So that reason this organization is also important. So China wanted to build a good relationship, maintain the good relationship with India because China is a fear. Today India has powerful nation because India doing a deal with the UK, Canada, Europe continent country about the uranium. And India is today powerful country who's fought against any countries because Iran has fought against the USA. That means India has a very well weapon equipment and today has up to date with the other countries. Last 5 to 6 years, China has a more much innovative country, but today India has 38 ranking in the global innovative index. And how much improve? India has a new and big market because India has 1.4 billion approximately and took first ranking in the population in the global. So that is when China has realized need to maintain relationship with India because USA has escalation conflict with the Gulf nation. USA didn't maintain. USA hasn't a well relationship with the Iran today, and Iran is close with the China and Russia also. So that is, and India is one of the countries whose has well relationship with the 195 countries. So that reason China want a good relationship with India. Maybe in the future we will see what will the strategy of the geopolitics will be going on. So thank you so much friends who are listening and watching this video. I have mentioned those news which has going on recently last a day and today. Those information will helpful for your upcoming examination.